Hey dear, slurping coffee. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody this morning? I hope you all had a good sleep. Look at my glasses, they've gone wonky. John tightened them up and I think they've gone a bit wonky. Bit wonky-fied. Who's messaging me? Yo-yo. She's saying, what's Yo-yo saying to me this morning? You know, it's not very light in this living room, is it? In fact, if I turn that off, does it make a difference? So. Good morning. How are you, buds? What's Yo-yo put? Drive to Liverpool, stunning. Good morning, Mick. No swearing. Morning, Robbie. Hope you're well. So good morning. How did everybody sleep last night? All right, enjoyed our chit chat last night, guys. I don't know about you lot, but I really enjoyed it. What's it like your way? It's cold and wet here. The sun is shining. We've got sunshine this morning. A few clouds, but the dog is sunbathing on the city while we're chit chatting because she is a sun god. A proper sun god. Morning, Michelle, my lovely. Not long, Michelle. Morning, Tanya, my beautiful lady, sending love across the waters. Morning, Kaz. So yeah, what's weather like where everybody else is? Come on, let's have a weather update to start with. So yeah, but no, I enjoyed last night's chit chat. I thought it was really a really good topic to sort of like get onto. Seeking the truth. Seeking the truth. Will we ever know? Who knows? Very good. They were a good conversation. We are live tonight, but it is going to be around about 11 o'clock again. So there'll be me, Lorna. Not sure about Claire, not sure about Yo-Yo just yet, not spoke to him. Well, I've spoke to you, but I've not mentioned about tonight's chit-chat, but I can't see it being an issue, them not joining. Yes, so we're going to have a ladies' chit-chat again tonight. Not sure what the topic of conversation is going to be. Might do a bit like last night and just think of something on the hour before, which is what I did last night. Getting there, Robbie, mate. Oh, bless you, mate. Sending you loads of healing, my sweets. It's raining in Stoke. Oh, bless you, Michelle. How many days is it, Michelle, now till you come visiting? But it's not long, is it? Because into Easter weekend. When's Easter weekend? I ain't even bought any Easter presents yet. No, well, I don't think I'm going to give him an Easter egg. I think it's a waste of money. I'll rather give him money. At around 12. Oh, you've got dark clouds and rain, Kaz. That's not good. I'll send you all a bit of our sunshine, but don't take it all. Make sure you return it because it's been shocking here in the last few days. I was hoping it was going to be nice tomorrow. I was going to go for a wander around Chesterfield, but so miss you last night. That's okay, Michelle. Do you know, Michelle, it's a struggle for a few because how late we do go. So please don't worry that you don't join us because I totally understand why when it's as late as what we do. Morning, Lisa. Head colon scone. Anybody had one? I haven't. I don't even if we have them, but yes, I'd say this is my medical knowledge. Has anybody had a colon scan? I think, do you know, I'm sure Glyn's, my mum's other half and John's other half, they had to go for the colon scans. And I know I've got a colon. I hope I have now. I've said it because I'd look a twat if I didn't. Hey dear, either next week or week after. I can't wait. Morning, Lana. Lovely sunshine here. It better stay that way. Better stay that way, my lovely. Because it's only a couple of weeks till we're up visiting. And I cannot wait because Lana set us up in an amazing little snick of a place with some beautiful scenery. We are going to go and investigate around that area. So we are going to be taking some doodahs with us, the equipment, so we can do a little bit. Morning, Yo-Yo. They put a hose pipe up your arse. No, I've not had one of them. Yeah, dear. But yes, so weekend after, is it weekend after that? It's Easter, Lisa. Thank you. So I forgot what to say. Yeah, so we're going to be going up there to visit, and I can't wait. Can't wait to go up and visit Northumberland. I think it's going to be smashing. There's a place up there Yolanda wants to go visit, Lana. It's about an hour and a half drive from where we are. So you never know. We might have a little drive up there and take a couple of pickies and show Yolanda what she's got to expect when she gets there. I know, can't wait either. I can't wait either. It's gonna be fantastic. So tonight's chit chat. I hadn't asked Yo-Yo if she's joining, but I presume she is because they normally do. So I've just got to check with Claire that Claire's joining, and Lorna doesn't have a choice anyway. No, she does really. Yolanda went out on her visits yesterday. She went to Liverpool yesterday, and I think at end of month they're going to be going to York. So hopefully Yolanda will share some amazing pictures that she captures while she's out and about in York, and while she's up in York. I know she's already shared the Liverpool ones, but yeah, 15th of April is Good Friday. Really, it's not that long then, isn't it? Can't you? But how fast has this year gone already? We are in Durham, or where is that? Would be lovely. I forgot what you call it now, Lana. I thought we're Northumberland. I thought that's where we were heading, Northumberland way. Yo-Yo, yes, I will join. Big kiss. Yo-Yo, what's the name of that place that you want to visit? I might be totally wrong, but I'm sure it's only an hour and a half from where you are, because it's on that coastline, but it's a little bit further up. Yolanda will put it in chat where it is, and we'll see, because like I say, it's only an hour and a half drive, so we could try and squeeze it in with everything that we've got going off. So yeah, what's happening tonight? Yeah, so I've done tonight. Paul's all let you know what's happening for the 8 o'clock Chit Chat Tuesdays. Linda's farm. Linda's farm. Linda's farm. Linda's fame. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I will just pronounce it how I have. So Linda's fame farm. Famey. That's where it is. Hang on. Yolanda, Lana's on Facebook and you're on YouTube, so you're putting it on. That's where Yo-Yo wants to go visiting, Lana. Not sure whether you've been up that far. Linda's farm. That's where Yo-Yo wants to go visiting. We were looking for a little cottage or something that all four of us could get in with both dogs and actually come up and stay for a week. We were looking around that area for like September, October time. So you never know, Lana, you might be getting another visit from us. No, I live in Durham. It's not the old land, is it? Yes, my favourite place, been there lots. Yeah, it is. That's where it is. So yes, so no, you live in Durham. Yeah, but into Northumberland, Northumbria, or not? Is it Northumberland and Northumbria? I don't know the difference. So yes, did they have music festivals there? I am not sure, but I think Lana will be able to let you know whether they do music festivals. My mum used to go to Lisness Farm every year. Do you know? I've not even heard of it until Yolanda mentioned it the other day. How sad is it that in the UK? There's lots of places that I haven't even heard of. I know some of the cities, obviously, but even though knowing the cities, some of the cities I've never been to. So how sad is it really that what beauty we've got on his own doorstep, that I've not even been out in 40 odd years to visit these beautiful locations. Very sad, very sad. So yeah, I said when I put back onto Yo-Yo, I said to John last night, we need to start doing this. We need to start going places in daytime. So we can take Fifi with us now. So car's big enough and wide enough for her to move about in. But also with weather turning nicer now, Fifi can come along with us, because there's nothing worse when you're taking a dog and it's wet, windy and rainy, and then they get soaked to the bone, and then you've got a wet dog smelling your car all the way back home. It's not very good. She used to go on retreat there. Oh, wow, Michelle. I wonder if you've got any old photos or any like pictures. Obviously not to post because I know they're personal. Hi Lorna, I know Facebook is giving me the hump. Yolanda suffers with dry eyes. And also I think there's something a little bit more to just the dry eye syndrome. So she prefers to go on YouTube. I think it's I don't know what the difference is, but for the eyes it's a big difference. So yeah. John's foot still swollen, Mick, still can't put his foot flat on the floor. Yes, but we're going to see. I think he's going to wait Thursday while he goes back to football club and let them look at it. And I hope that they say to him he needs to get that looked at. So hopefully he'll get it looked at. So yeah, but if it's hurting him later today, then I'm going to not take no shit off him. We're just going to get in the car and I'm just going to take him. That would be great. Absolutely love Holy Island. Nope, we are Country Durham. Northumberland is further upwards towards this. Well, you're that way, Lorna. You're that way. So for me, we're heading that way. So that I'm okay. I'm in right direction. I'm heading in the right direction, even though you're a little bit further down. That's okay. I need to run. People do things dirty. And yes, I said that the right way around. No worries, Robbie. You take care, my lovely. Yolanda, all the little villages between Chesterfield and Stockport were stunning. Then at Stockport, we joined the motorways, but the villages were stunning. Oh, wow. That's right. Do you know, even these little quaint little villages that you come upon are absolutely gorgeous. I know once we've got the bedroom sorted out and everything's back to normal in the house, Lana's going to come and stay with us. Not sure how long for. We'll see how long we can keep her here. And I know Lana wants to go visiting to like places like Eam. We'll probably take her down to Bakewell and places. Oh, thank you, Anne, my lovely. It's because I've just got out of shower. As John would say. Morning, Jenna. How are you, my lovely? There's loads of little places that we can take. Do you know the one place I want to go to and we haven't been to yet? And I've been mumping about this since last year. And Yolanda and Rob can verify that I have mumped about going. Is not Yorkshire Wildlife Park, Yorkshire Sculpture Park. I want to go and visit Yorkshire Sculpture Park because I've never been, but it's going to be absolutely. I just love the things, but I don't know whether it's open properly yet. So I thought it was free to get in, but it's not free to get in. It's a beautiful place. She'll have a fab time. She will have a fab time with all of us, Yo-Yo, especially coffee in Chesterfield. It's a beautiful place, not during tourist season. End of the year will be the best time. I have a friend who lives at Sea Houses, not far from the Holy Island. Sea Houses, some don't have dolphins there. I'm staying for good. You can stay for good. But yeah, I can't wait to go. So will it be busy when we come up then, Lana? Is it a busy time, or is it constantly a busy place there? Yep, still waiting for that sculpture park day. I know. And to be fair though, we have had a lot of shitty weather though, haven't we, Yo-Yo? We've had that good week where everybody were wearing shorts and it was sort of like the British summer standard. Let's hope that's not all it would be. That we have got a better summer to come, even though we had the good week in the springtime. I've been to the sculpture park. It's wonderful. Have you really? I've never been, and I've lived here in Yorkshire for a very, 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 very long time, and I've never been, Lana. It's so bad. Morning, Diane, my lovely. How are you this morning, sweets? So there's loads of little places, trinkets. I've had a lot of people sending me locations as well that they'd like us to visit. So if there's anywhere near you that you think is worth a visit and it's got the history to it, please email them, mate, or message me on Facebook, message the page and pop them in, because you never know. I really do want to start getting out and about a lot more now. I just think now is the time to start doing it. So please make sure that you send them. I have got a list already of places where people have said, "Oh, you need to come and stay here." But while we're going sightseeing, we're also going to be visiting, because there's a lot of you that live quite close or can meet us at these locations where we're going to be heading. So get ready for that. We will post it up Morning, Rita. How are you, my love? We will post it up. Where we're going to be going and on what dates and everything else, so everybody's in the know. So whoever wants to come and join us and have a walk around with us and look at the history of the places, it's free. It's free to join. It doesn't cost you. It might cost you a cup of coffee, but that's it. As soon as the sunshine comes, so do the tourists. I lived in Elland for 3 years. Wow. Where's Elland? You will have to go to Tutbury Castle with us, Michelle. That's already in date. That's already on books, my lovely. That's already wrote down for a place of where to go visit. So hopefully that one we can get sorted out when you come up and visit us. We can always look at going up. Hey up, Mr. Mason. Morning. How are you, Dave? How's Tracy this morning? Take care, Mick, my lovely. Stay safe, sweets, and let us know how your results come back. Just message us, Mick, if you don't want to put it on, if you don't want to put it out there for the world to see. Sorry, I have to go to Castleford. Oh, Castleford's lovely. Morning, Kaz. Castleford, that's where John's Nana and Grandad used to live, in Castleford. He drove me up once. I think I've been when I was younger to Castleford, because there's an outside, I'm sure that's where the outside swimming pool is. It's a very old one as well. I think it was there when we were little, the outside swimming pool. So yeah, Elland is near Halifax. There you go, everybody. For those like me that didn't know, Elland is near Halifax. So morning, I'm right in the middle of cooking breakfast. Can't chat, but I can listen. Are you cooking? What you cooking, soldier? Tracy's okay. Good morning, Tracy. King Arthur's Cave. That's another. I do, but isn't that the one that you've invited us to come and do an investigation with you, Dave? On that one, weren't that one for an investigation? But we needed to wait while the ground got a bit heavier for mobility scooter to get on. Michelle, I'll phone you later about Thursday. I'm using Lindsay as a messenger. What do you mean you're using me as you're not using me as a messenger? I can pop it up on screen. If you just make sure you put Michelle up front, and then I know it needs to be put on screen, yo. And then you and Michelle can have a private conversation. Not that private, because you're going to be on screen. So who wants a daily oracle reading this morning? Who wants the daily oracle doing? I've got the book just in case anybody wanted a daily oracle reading. I thought I'd just bring this on. I am sorting out when I'm doing the pendulum. The pendulum is going to be done in the daytime, and the pendulum will be done over on members to start with. There you go. I used you as a messenger. And for you, my lovely, the universe is not a pie. There's more than enough to go around, my sweets. That's the one that you got this morning, my love. It is Yo-Yo, Yolanda ETA. That's Yo-Yo up on the screen. Morning, Susan. How are you, sweets? That's Yo-Yo's message to you. So, yeah, she's over on YouTube. She's been quite rude this morning. I'm only messing. It's just easier for Yo-Yo on YouTube. Diane, for you, allow things to unfold, my lovely. Allow the things to unfold. So, yeah, what's everybody been up to anyway? I mean, because obviously we have had some nicer weather outside. So what's everybody been up to? You haven't all been stuck in, have you? I hope you've been able to get out and spend time with family and friends and make up for lost time with a lot of them, and start like we were saying last night, start slowing things down in your life and start enjoying. And like I said, visiting places, something we've always said we're going to do and we haven't done. You're welcome, ladies. So yeah, it's look at, try and challenge yourself to do something different. You know, if you're stuck in that same routine, Michelle, for you, everybody's just trying to do their best. BB, I don't know what the BB means, but everybody's just trying their best. That be right back. I don't know, but everybody is just trying their best. Everybody's just doing their best, not trying. Everybody's just doing their best, BB. So that one's for you, Michelle, my lovely. So yeah, so who's ready to start challenging themselves then, to start going out and doing different things instead of being stuck in that same routine. And hubby's hospital Monday, then Tuesday hospital with daughter, so chill today. Oh, bless. Sending loads of love. I hope everything went okay Monday and Tuesday with your husband and daughter, my lovely. And you always know I'm a message away or a phone call away, Anne. Made up with flu, but not COVID, thankfully. Do you know, Susan, I am the same. I've done a COVID test every morning this week because I've been really bunged up, and it's like a sinus headache that I've got. And it was all in my nose here. I could feel it all here. And then it was like in my head and it had come down. I thought it was, at first I thought it was more to do with the menopause, and I think it was to start with, but then the cold's coming on top. So I've been making sure I'm doing my lateral flow tests every morning, just to make sure, because if I do come down with it, I don't want to be around anybody. But luckily it is just, I think it's a summer cold. I think it's, because we've got the change of weather outside. I think a lot of it's to do with change of weather for me. Change of seasons always seems to trigger me sinuses, and especially when pollen starts coming into interactive. I have been using me inhaler a bit more, so I can definitely know the pollen starting to change. Hang fire, my lord and master. Hang fire, my lord and master has just woken up. I'm going to make him a cup of cha. Cup of cha for your lord and master. Yeah, it's normally you in bed till this time. Oh, sorry, you're normally jogging. Yes, definitely. We have booked to go to Iron Bridge in May. So trying to do something once a month or so, or I wouldn't go out at all apart from work. Do you know what? Baby steps, Michelle, baby steps. And doing something where you've got a month's notice, that's going to work really, really well. It's not COVID. Oh, brilliant. To be honest, Anne, we had COVID, didn't we, not long back? And as what I don't know whether I've heard it, read it, or what it is, but I got told that for like 90 days, you're safe. You can't recatch it within the 90 days. I think we're just over the 90 days now, because I'm sure it was beginning of January I had it. I can't remember when I had it, but I know it was like this year, because John, Joe and Dan come down with it and boys did, and I was okay. And then I think I think mine was like first week in January I got mine. So fingers crossed it's not COVID. But like I said, the tests are coming negative, and because we do go around people, I know Susan just said she's checking daily as well. I think that's all we can do. Good morning, Sandy. It's 2:30 a.m. where you are. Wow, what's keeping you up tonight? Look, my sweets. I hope it's nothing's keeping you up that's upsetting. I hope that you're just like us, where you struggle to sleep. Me in bed, how dare you? I'm busy jogging around the Dales. I know, and Jules believed you. Jules believed you were jogging. That's shocking of you. You're pretending to people that you're going jogging and they're believing you. Morning, Shazza. How are you, my beautiful lady? Morning, Lewis. How are you, sweets? I hope everything's going all right for you now, my lovely. So baby steps, I think it is for a lot of us. I think a lot of people are still suffering with the lockdown. I think a lot of people still struggle because now everything's sort of like, 1 minute we were in lockdown and we couldn't mix with certain families, and then it's just gone like back for a free-for-all where everybody can mix. When we go out, there's still people that wear masks. When I went to the hospital the other day, we had to wear a mask in the hospital. The hospitals are still making everybody wear masks when you're inside. So for me, that's a positive, because we have got flu season round us all the time. And I'll tell you what else we've got round us at the minute. We've got that bleeding tummy bug, haven't we? That sickness and diarrhea bug, but I forgot what you call it now. We're on tip of my tongue, but it's that really bad one that comes around every year. And again, if once that gets into hospitals, nursing homes, it's like, oh my God, shut down again. But I forgot what it's called. All good. Just woke up. Me gone. Get your coffee, Dan. Get your coffee. I know I'm on my second coffee this morning. Looking forward to the changes this year. Looking at parks, homes on the coast. Oh wow, Susan, that's going to be absolutely amazing, my lovely. So are you looking at park homes? So are you looking for maybe your caravan, or is it actually moving? Are you thinking of going to be moving moving more to coastline. Good morning, Bon. How are you? Norovirus. There we go, Michelle. Thank you. Yeah, the norovirus is doing the rounds again. So, morning, Ian. So, with the norovirus, just be very wary. At the moment, it is in the schools where the children are. It is in nurseries. It is in play centres where you're taking your children to play. Both Fletcher and Arthur caught that a couple of weeks back, and we had to really section off the house. We had to make sure that we didn't come into contact with anything that the boys had had. We had to make sure that we lived separately for at least a fortnight, and everything had to be bleached down. And it were a nightmare because you're just walking around with spray bottle all the time. Got a mouse in the house, so my internet's going. So a neat trick for a mouse trap, and what you did, you got I think it was like what were it now? It was like a bucket, but the lid on it, they'd made it with sort of like a cardboard cutout thing, and they'd put they put food at back, but when the mouse ran over, it dropped down and got them out, but the mouse couldn't get back out because of the lid on it. It was really clever. I'll see if I can find it, because I thought, I mean, we live near a field, so obviously come some of these field mice. Luckily, we don't get any in the house, but saying that now, touch wood, who knows, we could get a nest of them somewhere in. The hair's looking a bit scatty here, but it's because it's wet and all the rest of it's all pinned up, and it does look a bit shitty until I put my serum through it. Tales of having bleach in the hair. I had that last year, horrible. My bow crankets had it to Sandy, into awful. It's awful. And when they're crab, I mean, they can't even tell us. I mean, you know yourself, if when you've had norovirus, that your stomach, the pains that you get in your stomach are shocking. So when children have got it, their screams are just unbearable. COVID throat, Shazzy. COVID throat. Has Shazzy got COVID? You haven't got COVID, have you, Shazzy? Or have you just got a sore throat? Eggs, bacon, beans, and mushroom. That's what soldiers been a cooking. It's been a cooking. Luckily, John didn't break any bones washing furniture this time. Tracy, do you know his finger? It's sort of like sprang back into place now. It's sort of like reconnected. It's reconnected. It's recorrected itself. So he's got normal fingers. But yes, luckily he didn't break any bones or dislocate anything. Which I'm quite surprised at, because he does normally injure himself quite often when he starts doing things. You see, he's not clumsy, but he just seems to constantly hurt himself. Interesting, field mice. I know. I don't mind the mices, but I'm a screamer when I see them. It were best when we go fishing, or we go night fishing, and you know, like when you dance the ring, you put your bivvies up and you're at the side of the water, or you've got your rod. Or things coming into the side around you. And oh my goodness, I have bank sticks under my pillow. I have feeders in my socks, because I take a spare pair of socks to put the feeders in. So if anybody comes into 10, I'm ready and waiting to attack them. But I'm like this all night, saying to John, there's somebody around 10. There's somebody around 10. And he'll go, Lindsay, it's not, it's the animals. I'm like, no, there's somebody. And he'll get up and it'll be field mice or rats or whatever else is near the water. Sometimes it can even be fish just jump out and splash, bang at side of your tent. And it's like, no. I've had COVID 2 months ago and still having problems. There's so many, Shazzy, that are having long COVID. Oh, update on John's doctor, though, because Shazzy's just said that. John's doctor phoned him 2 days ago, and they've said that it's not long COVID that John's got. is adamant it's not long COVID and he needs to see John, and they're going to do more tests. So that's a positive to come. We've finally got a doctor that knows that it's not the COVID once he'd listened to John and everything else, but he said it's nothing to do with COVID, that one. Get in touch with your doctor though, Shazzy, because I do know that they've got long COVID clinics. That's where they were going to send John to, the long COVID clinic. So please get in touch with GP and see if you can go there, because there might be something that they can advise or give you to help you. Morning, Brad. How are you? Are you guys having a rock down? Glad you're feeling better. Having a rock down. I think you've got to have it for a couple of months after COVID, but it is well worth getting in touch, because there is the clinic set up, especially for those that are struggling. Plus, no cows at the moment and long grass. Dude, I love camps. Do you know that one animal's barn I am petrified of is cows? Literally, I have sweats when I'm with cows. We once went on an investigation, and there were cows in field, and I set off going, and I were on my mobility, I were on scooter, and I set off going, and this cow started, I thought it were running at me, and I don't know whether it was or it wasn't, but everybody else, I weren't on my own, and I was that busy looking at this cow that I didn't look where I was steering. And next minute, if it hadn't been for John and, oh my goodness, it's not Lewis, it's Lewis's partner. He's going to kill me forgetting his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I'm sorry. But they shout, Carl, they shouted, and Carl actually come running to grab the back of the scooter. But if he'd have continued on the back of the scooter, he would have gone down the hill with me. Luckily, I put the brakes on, and I did actually stop in time. But that was scary. And the cows weren't even coming for me. So yeah. Doctor sent me 2 months supply of antibiotics. Antibiotics are okay, but I don't think the antibiotics are really going to help, because I don't think it's an infection. I think it's more to do with the damage that's been done. I don't think it's part of an infection. So if you're not feeling better on the antibiotics, I'd ask for a second opinion, my lovely. I wave arms. They make look bigger and then they run away. I might try that one if I ever go in a field of cows, but I don't think I will. I will watch it at a distance. I think for me with cows, I think one reason I'm scared is I know that they're more dangerous when they've had the calves. But with that many horror stories coming out, I'm going back when Mike's is 17, he's 18 this year. So I'm going back when Mike's were about 6. But there were so many horror stories of people getting killed because at that time there were a lot of walking going around. Love cows, but sadly my old town, a man and his 2 dogs were trampled to death by cows in a field. This is it, yo. This is what scares me shitless. And I know that cows will just be attracted to me. Hey, dear. They are, though. I think if you're scared of any animal, they seem to come to you. It's like I'm not scared of cats, but I'm not. I'm allergic to cats, but I do have Jenny's cat. I was so fearful of him, and it's him that's made me sort of like fearful of some cats. He used to attack you. He used to growl at you and attack you. And if you went out on his garden, he literally would just fly at you from any angle, and he would bite, scratch, and everything else. He was horrible. Don't morning, Sam. Don't talk to Sam about cows. He's had his own history with cows. He's going to have to share that video again because it's absolutely brilliant, or send it me to share on Facebook because it was brilliant. Gosh, New Zealand cows are nice. I don't think they'll come over to you then. Oh, bless. No, British cows are horrible. No, they're not horrible, but they just... I think it's just because the people over here can just let the dogs off lead into cows fields. And even when you're walking on countryside, you'll guarantee you could be walking down a path and you will see about 20 dogs off leads. There's signs all over the countryside saying, please don't take your dogs off lead. It doesn't matter how chilled your dog is and how much your dog listens to you. And if a dog's a dog, and it can go at any minute. So to me, your dog should be on leads, even though they walk at the side of you, and maybe they've never had to go on a lead ever. But they should still be on leads when they're out and about in countryside. Sam, a story worth telling. Yolanda, it definitely is. Yo, you need to go and watch that video on Sam. Sam, what is the name of the video so Yo can go and have a look on channel and have a look where it is. Because it's honestly, it's absolutely, it's so funny. I have a strong fear of dogs if I see when I run the other way. There's so many people though that I do have a fear of certain animals. Excuse me, dogs, cats. I mean, the horror stories that you hear about dogs, about family pets, and I've had dogs and I've had children. I would never leave a dog round a child of any age. I would either take the children with me, or we got safety gate on the room. So if the kids were in the room, the dog was in the kitchen. Fifi's as soft as a brush. But when she goes into her frenzies, which she does when the postman knocks on the door or somebody comes to the door, she goes in a frenzy where she's not bit us, but she's caught us with her teeth as we're trying to get over the gate used to get over the gate. Obviously, I don't climb gate now. But as we got over the gate, she'd like try to get back your ankles, and it's because she was in a frenzy. So it's really difficult. Yeah, we have dog owners here that can't control their dogs. Do you know, all it takes is a dog to get a scent, and they're going to be off. And there is some really responsible owners out there, and that's off to you all. Because I think it's brilliant. But yeah, pop over to Life After Life Productions and look for go down and look for one called Abandoned Mansion Cow in Sitting Room, or it's something like that. But cow is in the title. Please give that a watch. I pissed myself laughing at that. Sam, hats off to you, because how you handle it, I just think you're just amazing. But it was so funny. And yeah, it's one of them that you can watch over and over again. So please go to check Sam's stuff out. Also, Sam does a lot of ITC as well. Where he works with a lot of stuff. So a lot of you might see some stuff on Sam's YouTube that might grab your interest as well. Sam's really into the technology kind of things and looks into them a lot more than I know people do. So if Sam gives your honest opinions about what it is. Morning, Kate, my lovely. So yeah, Sam gives you an honest and open opinion. If it's shit, it's shit. If it does this or this, it's really, really good. So yeah, pop over and check out Life After Life Productions with Sam. I walked past two cows talking in a field. One said to the other, "Hey, have you heard about mad cow disease?" The other one replied, "It doesn't affect me. I'm a duck." Soldier, do you know? My aunt was handing me a bowl of Jello, and her dog was underneath my arm, and my cousin stepped on its tail, and it reached out and grabbed my arm and wouldn't let go. Scared me so bad. I still remember this day like it was yesterday, and it's been 1983, I believe. Wow. But do you know do you know that what happened in that split moment, Brad, has affected you all through your life now? And it just shows how situations that happen to us in life can change our outlook on life. And like you say, if you see how you avoid either cross the road or get in the cars or stay in the house if you see them running loose on the street. But isn't it awful that things can happen, but it has that much adverse effect on his life that it affects us for years and years later? And I wonder if we ever do come to terms with the fear. I know these like we've got people like Paul out there that with the NLP that can work with us on these issues. But I wonder how many people that have gone for help has the help really, really helped them within the fear. That's an interesting one. You get all over Des. You get all over Des. All woods and farms around me, I would not dream of taking my pup out without being on a lead. Exactly. I mean, it's not just that, but I don't know about where you are, Susan, but in UK, it's been shocking for people putting poison down in food. And it's targeted at where dogs are off leads. It's targeted in areas where there's a lot of dog walkers. And if the dogs are off the lead, you can't see what they're eating, what's in corner at bush, and then you take them home and they're badly. And it's because somebody's put bleeding poison down in food that they know will attract dogs. Unfortunately, it also attracts other animals because we've got foxes and badgers out there that would go and eat. You've got cats, but there's other animals that would go and eat that poison. So they're affecting a lot more animals. They're aiming it at, they're targeting the dogs. But unfortunately, there'll be other animals that get and don't receive the treatment that they need, which is really sad, really, that people would even do that. And if you don't like something, you just don't behave like that, do you? Thanks, Lindsay. I tried my best. You do though, Sam. You're very into the technology side and the different equipments that are used, and you're not shy about saying that something's shit and that it doesn't work, if you know what I mean. You're quite upfront and open and say, well, actually, this has got a word bank in and it's going to come out with these words. This one's got phonic sounds in and shouldn't come out with words, you know? So it's really interesting what you do, Sam. And I know you work a lot with spirit boxes as well, which is always fascinating. It is sad, Bon. So sad. Animals are the best, and that breaks my heart. Sandy, that animals are best friends. There is babies, there is fur babies, and yeah, I mean, as much as kids do your head in, you wouldn't harm them. And it's same with as fur babies. You know, they can all do his head in when they're with ripping or they've slaved all over your slipper, or they've shit it side at bed and you get out, you put your foot in it, or they chew your favourite thing up in the house. You know, you can be mad, but you'd never want to harm an animal. They're defenseless. All right, they're not take that back. They're not defenseless. They can leave marks, as we know. Brad's already said on the mishap that happened with him, and that's really affected his life. And so they come back, but for me, it's just, yeah, you just have to put, we have had a white powder pit in the wood. Really, Susan? Wow. Our dog is only allowed to run around on our farm. Oh, but that's good. If we go out and she comes with us, she has to hold the toilet till we get home. Oh, bless. Oh, Fifi, don't she? She'll just if she's on lead, she'll poop outside on you. If she's got to go, she's got to go. Animals do have unconditional love. Yeah, I have the other channel where I do ITC, and sometimes I take some of these ghost apps and reverse them. What's other channel? Sam put it in. Have you ever seen anything paranormal that you had to get out because you were so scared of it? I've not been anywhere where I have been so scared. I have been in certain places where my gut feeling tells me not to go, or that I shouldn't be there. And I've ignored my gut feeling once, and I'll never ignore it again. Let's say that. And it wasn't that I was scared. We'd been to where were we? I know where we were. It's Rivlin in Sheffield. We'd been to Rivlin, and there was me, John, and another gentleman. And we'd been to Rivlin, and we were walking across, and you've got St. Michael's cemetery at the side, and then as you cross the road, there were a path that were going down into woods. And I said to John, "Oh, I don't feel like going down that way. Can't we go somewhere else?" And John and the gentleman were like, "Oh no, come on." And I didn't want, because we were live on camera, I didn't want to turn around and say no, because I've got a bad feeling about this, because I thought, I'm going to look a right twat on. I'm going to look right idiot. You didn't put paranormal, but you've got a bad feeling about something. So, you know, anyway, I ended, and I was trying to make all the excuses up. My scooter won't go down there. It's too steep, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, in end, I thought I'm going to have to go because they're just not going to leave it. And I went down, we went so far in, and then it got to a point and I felt like I'd been touched on my leg. I didn't say anything because one, it's a personal experience, but then John said he felt somebody touching it, I think it was top of his leg or his pull on his coat. He felt something. At the same time as I was feeling like I needed to get out, a lady in the chat that was watching us said, Lindsay needs to get out of there now because there's something that's not nice in there that doesn't like her. And I felt that, but that was said in chat as I was feeling that. And I just said to John, I'm going to head back. You two can do what you want. I'm going to head back and go back that way because I feel very uncomfortable. And we ended up coming out of that bit. That is the only time I could ever say that. Oh, no, it's not. There were another time when I was scared. Well, it's not scared. It's just that gut feeling. And if my gut feeling gives me the feeling of you shouldn't be here, I listen to it. We were sat in another wood and we were sat on a bench. I think it was my own fear that got to me though. But my gut feeling was still saying, look, you need to leave. You need to leave. You're not comfortable. You need to leave. And I like to see things around us. And because it was pitch black, you got creaks coming from this side, this side. It sounded like you were being surrounded. Obviously, it's just the animals that live in the woods. I'm not saying that there wasn't anything paranormalish in these because I believe there is so. But majority of it is animal noises, the cracks. You know that you're in your own house, that during daytime when you've had radiators on, everything cools down. I suppose it's same as when you're outside. And leaves do fall off. Tree branches will fall off trees, which we've known that one. And then there was that one when tree fell down and is in General Cemetery. Unfortunately, I think we've deleted all them videos for reasons that we don't want to go into. But yeah, it's a shame if we have because that were an amazing one. Miss my Dobby. Oh, bless you, Katie. Keep my kittens safe in our garden, all meshed off so they can't get out and in harm's way. Best of both worlds. And that's the best thing to do, Michelle. Best thing to do. My little miss had a cold flu and is taking in her sleep. Oh, bless. Give him a cuddle from us. Sam put. Hello, Vol. I haven't been touched in and you've been touched in a while, Sam. Oh, John would probably say neither is he. When that homeless bloke stood up in the graveyard sounded pretty, that was just, oh my God, that were like, I honestly thought there were a dead person standing up to us. I really did. We'd gone through that graveyard with Claire, and there were me, John, Claire, and another gentleman that were with us then, and I think it was Steve that were with us then. And we'd gone round and we walked all the way down. And as we come back to Crossroads where benches were. So I said, oh, we'll stop here. And we were shouting out and calling out. And next minute, you heard this voice and it went, shut up. And I was like, and I looked around and said, what said that? And John says, that were human. And I says to Claire, that were human. I says, it weren't human. It weren't that were a disembodied voice. It sounded like it was. Next minute, I continued saying, who's there? And John's going, go out, come and speak to us. And this bloke just stood up. No word of a lie. You honestly, shit your pants wasn't the word. It was absolutely uncanny on, thank you, Shazzy. It was uncanny on what happened. And apparently we were an homeless gentleman and he'd laid himself down in the corner near the gravestones. He'd got no blanket, he'd got nothing. All I'd got was a bottle of water that I'd drunk about that much out of, and we'd got a blanket in the car where one side was waterproof, but the other side wasn't. And we said to him, look, this is all I've got. I've got this water that you can have, and we've got a blanket in car. Obviously, there was not a lot else we could have done for the gent. I couldn't have offered him to bring. I could have. I said, and John said to me in car, he went, don't even think about it, Lindsay. He says, because he's a complete stranger. You don't know him, and you can't just keep opening our house up to strangers. And I'm like, yeah, but, and John's like, yeah, but nothing, you can't do it. I mean, he were in Doncaster anyway, he wasn't from Sheffield. And yeah, so unfortunately, we just made sure that it was safe and well. But that were a proper shit we sent on that one. But again, it weren't a shit yourself because it was paranormal. It was because it was actually a human. A human. It was human shaped. But yeah, a few months ago we were listening out in some woods, and both fucks us were really quiet, and suddenly some duck decided to quack really loud and nearly. Have you got that on camera, Sam? If you've got that on camera, that's going to be bloody amazing, because that I can't wait to with Rachel with you as well, because that'd have been amazing. My dog is the same, can be out all day and will. The dog is the same, can be out all day and will till we are home. Yeah. Sam, I shared the link to your channel, but I don't know the other channel you mentioned. I don't know if you, oh, yeah, you've done one. I don't know whether he's mentioned other channel. I'm not sure. But if you had, I'm sure Sam will put it in. But yeah, I think it's just extraordinary, isn't it? But yeah. So 90 minutes we've been going, 90 minutes, 50 minutes, and nearly an hour. I'd have chunked on for an hour so long. Poor John, his ears bleed, you know, when he's at home. I'm sure half the time he says he's doing something just so he can ignore me. But yeah. Anyway, I am going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go and sit and have some cuddles with the fur baby herself. While she's late. Oh, it's bloody raining. Look at that. I've sent you my sunshine. Send it bloody back, because you've sent me your rain. So yeah, I'll have a cuddle with Fifi on the sofa and have a think about what we're going to talk about tonight around about 11 o'clock. If anybody's got any ideas or anything that you'd like us to chit chat about, drop them in comment. Drop them in the comments. I'll put a post up, and we never know, we might cover quite a few. But everybody have a beautiful day. You too, Diane. Everybody have a beautiful day, and I will do Sunday. Have a blessed day, everybody, and we shall see you tonight about 11 o'clock UK time for some more chit chat with the ladies. And yeah, and then, like I said, hopefully we will be doing some pendulum tarots again. I'm going to be doing this week. I'm going to come on and do tarot cards. Will be a daytime though, instead of the evening, to give people a chance that can't get on a daytime to an evening one. But yes, so Shazzy, send me your sunshine back. Everybody, I've sent our sunshine to everybody else, and now we've got the rain. Right, guys, take care. Love you loads. Stay safe. Have a blessed day. Mwah. Take care.